Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Virgo's Soul Path reading for April of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings that may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also feel free to check out the mid-month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. Whew, all right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence while I may be shuffling the deck, do pay attention to anything you hear or see within your mind's eye. You might smell something that reminds you of something. A strong emotion may bubble to the surface. Do pay attention to these, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right, two more cards, please, for our Virgos. All right, one more. No, it's too many. One more, please. Really? Okay. Okay. So we have the Strength card, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Judgment card, and at the bottom we have the Six of Swords. So definitely in April, you're moving through with a lot of presence about you. You're moving through with strength, confidence, a high level of belief in yourself and your ability. So you're definitely feeling powerful is what's coming to mind. And with this power, you're being very direct. So this kind of feels like, as this Queen of Wands is facing this Queen of Cups, you're being very direct with your emotions, with your with the intentions of your heart. So you're being direct. So you may be communicating your feelings to someone in a positive way. This can also, this is a double-edged sword here, so this can cut both ways. So you may be delivering some powerful verbal blows to someone that really hit them in the emotional spot here. There's definitely that, but that is, again, part of the strength that you're moving forward with. And I feel like with the Judgment card, you have recently, or at the beginning of April, you're having this kind of wake-up call to your actual power and strength, which I feel like you may have been kind of sleeping to, because there is this awakening taking place for you. And this is definitely asking you to heed this inner call of the heart here. And I feel like this is kind of what the Spirit is asking of you all throughout April. So with a lot of power comes responsibility. And like this Queen of Swords could be delivering a heavy blow to someone emotionally here. So again, with power comes responsibility. So this is asking you to really listen to your inner heart and How are you wielding this power? Is it healthy? Is it mature? These are all questions that you'll have to ask yourself here. Because with the judgment card, just as there is an awakening, there can also be judgment coming down on power poorly used. So this is also a cautionary message as well here. With the Six of Swords, it does appear for most of you, you are dropping some of the burdens of the past, and in this case, some of perhaps low vibrational ways in which your power has been utilized, and sometimes this is unconscious. We sometimes don't even know we're doing this until the damage is done here. So you are dropping those because you're seeing that this strength and power is trying to take you someplace else. Whatever these directness with emotion or emotional blows that you are landing at the beginning of April, they're kind of small potatoes compared to where this could take you. So the Spirit is kind of asking you to come with your power out of the mully grubs, kind of come out of the weeds here, and make this rite of passage. Right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. Thank you. That is the card World Eclipse. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. All right, we have World Eclipse, Shadowy Experience, the World Watcher, and Astral Body Expanse here. So, with the World Eclipse, this awakening is definitely a catalyst for you moving forward. There's also an element of divine timing involved in this. But there's definitely, the Spirit is asking you to undergo a change. This isn't a change that is necessarily just going to happen for you. It's like you receive these messages and signs, and you have to be the one to actually turn left, turn right, decide yes, decide no here. But you are being presented with a very auspicious moment here. That could very well mark the beginning of a new era for you, or the revisiting of the era you've just come out of. So, and again, the choice is always yours. But I think for most of you, the past was this shadowy experience here. Whatever you are emerging out of was unpleasant, to say the least. So the Spirit is really whatever messages you're receiving, and this is pertaining to how you use your power, your ability, your strength here. And this is going to help you completely extract yourself out of this shadowy experience, the muck of the past here. So there is an element of you, and this feels very subconscious, that is resisting this change of, like, if you completely change and move forward, then you know whatever was in the past is truly done now. And so you've been holding on to maybe that past will remain, and it is not. So you're resisting kind of the inevitable because the tide is moving forward here. But this shadowy experience is definitely how you felt. And how you move, how you utilize, take responsibility for your power determines whether or not you're going to repeat this shadowy kind of existence, these shadowy types of experiences again, or are you going to follow this inner call and make this level up? And this is the card, the World Watcher here. So if you can move forward, using your power in a compassionate way, the word responsible is coming to mind, but paying attention to where you're directing this energy, because it feels like where you've been directing it is might actually be the wrong target, and this is all just kind of backing up, and some of this energy is starting to bounce back on you. So definitely how you move forward is going to play a role. And for those of you that are moving forward, you are starting to see how these things work. You're starting to see what role you've played in the story and in this shadowy experience. Also, moving forward in this healthier way is going to allow you to take advantage of the knowledge that the Spirit is trying to impart to you. But when you're kind of using your energies for what it feels like you're using them for, you're gonna repeat a cycle. So in the magic world, there is what's considered low magic, and there's what's considered high magic. So low magic is like a love spell. I want this money. I want this car. This is all considered low magic. High magic is like, am I ascending to these higher spiritual levels? Am I connecting with this higher aspect of myself? Am I merging with the divine? This is high magic. The other is low. And so this is what I feel like you kind of have this choice here. And this has a lot to do with your vantage point. Are you creating from looking through the weeds, or through the trees of the woods, or are you on the mountaintop kind of looking down and you can see all of the woods here? So for a lot of you, you are expanding out from this contracted position of the Queen of Swords, this shadowy experience, this type of reaction to phenomenon in the world. And moving forward will have you expanding in a spiritual way, spiritual level up, discovering spiritual abilities that you did not know you had. So this is where the Spirit is trying to take you. But again, you're resisting this. And this feels like you're resisting it because you feel like it is these, what I referred to earlier as low magic. You feel like somehow those are the most important pursuits, and the others can come later. But the Spirit is saying, yes, you can do it that way. But this is going to have you repeating these shadowy experiences. If you shoot higher, this is going to have you having this higher vantage point and these higher vibrational experiences. So again, the choice is always yours. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. Thank you. So, Ace of Wands. On the flow. All right, now things are looking. It's still there, though. All right. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So with the Ace of Wands, there is a lot of potential for growth here. It's like you're being given this window or this porthole into best case scenario outcome for your future here. Or you can loop back and do what you just did again. I don't think you want to loop back and do what you just did. So this is an opportunity that's open for you. And like I said earlier, you are resisting this. But again, the universe is trying to give you this super food for this accelerated growth here. But you're kind of like, no, I'm going to feed my plants with Gatorade, kind of. So for those of you that are moving forward with this growth here, there is this Ten of Pentacles waiting for you. This is long-term success, long-term wealth. This feels both spiritual and monetary here. And this is what this growth, taking this high road, these higher pursuits, is actually going to lead to this Ten of Pentacles energy, this wealth here. These lower pursuits are not actually making the mark. The vibrational energy that is put into them is low because it is dealing with dense, low matter. And that low, high, this is not talking about one is better than the other or higher or better, but this is not working out for you. The Spirit is asking you to kind of switch gears, switch your approach. And this will actually have you in the wealth that you want. Not only monetary, but the spiritual wealth, which is, it feels like this is actually what you need. Monetary wealth comes and goes. The spiritual wealth, this is actually you. We have the Four of Wands. So in this wealth department, you have been, and this feels like in this spiritual wealth department. Now, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading the cards here. But you have been kind of feeling that lack in the spiritual abundance, spiritual wealth. And so you're taking what you do have and you're hunkering down and contracting. And this is creating kind of this sharper energy of this Queen of Swords here. But the Four of Swords is also known as the Miser King, not a real king. Someone who wears the crown of a king, but is pinching their pennies here. So, and the reason why you feel this way and why you may be in this energetic situation is because of this Eight of Swords, this self-imposed restriction here, this resistance to this going higher here. This has a lot to do with a thought loop or an idea that is false. There's an illusion surrounding it, and it is only keeping you held back. It's only keeping you repeating these shadowy experiences. And even though this may be hard to hear, you know that what I'm saying is true. So do take this reading with a grain of salt, because it looks very promising, but there is definitely something gumming up the works here. All right, please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. All right. 1 or 2 more, please. Thank you. All right, we have certainty and everything is connected. So this certainty of this charging forward with this bull kind of energy, this buffalo bull kind of energy. So this is definitely the energy you possess in April, this strength, this power, this certainty. But again, with this power comes the responsibility to utilize it in the way that you were put here to use it, if that makes sense. So you definitely are charging forward. You definitely have this strength. Everything is connected. So like on this card, the Spirit is asking you to go higher. Ride these upward moving currents here. Of these spiritual attainments. Shoot for these these types of things. And the dividends of these are not only spiritual, but these tend to overflow into all areas of our life because these fill us with exuberance and passion and inspiration. And we start to realize that this is actually the reason why we're here, is to ascend to this highest version of ourself in the physical and then beyond here. And realizing that everything is connected. So these others that you may deliver a powerful emotional blow to, do know that this everything is connected. This person is an extension of yourself. And when you hurt or deliver this blow, however this is, you're actually doing this to yourself as well. And again, this is in part why this shadowy experience was there in the past, and why it may continue in the future if this isn't checked. All right, please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. 2 or 3 cards, please. All right. Very watery. All right, we have water and crayfish. So feeling. So you're definitely in your feels in April. I feel like initially you are trying to cover that up with this directness of your strength and power. So you are actually deep in your feels here. And you're actually more like this Queen of Cups than the Queen of Swords. Because this shadowy experience lingers here for you. The emotions are still there for you. Awakening. You are having this awakening. This spiritual awakening is coming to kind of shake you out of this position here. Because it's trying to shake you out of this shadowy experience and have you experience this up level here. and you're receiving this awakening about your expression. How are you expressing yourself with others? It may be a little bit more Queen of Swordsy than you realize. And life. So you are at some point in April kind of taking a deep breath and being like, this is life. This kind of life is mine for the making. I can continue to make more of what I've made, which didn't work for me, or I can work on a life that is more in alignment with this higher self, these higher aspirations. Crayfish, protection. So you do have this kind of a little bit of sting in your energy because you are in a protective mode. This has a lot to do with what transpired in this last shadowy experience here. Perseverance, you did persevere through that. You're persevering through this energy, but you don't want to repeat here. I really feel that you are really not wanting to repeat this. So the Spirit is indicating if you can follow this, then you will not repeat. This is going to require some level of vulnerability on your part. This is more like this Queen of Cups energy. Emotion, wearing the emotions on your sleeve here. And this is going to create this regeneration, this renewal energy of this awakening. This Queen of Cups can have this awakening. This Queen of Swords type of energy is not going to have this same awakening here. So really leaning into this vulnerability of your emotions is really going to help out. And not the stinging emotions, but this vulnerable level of emotion. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. Thank you. All right, one more, please. All right, we have love, door to the Akashic record, and the blank card. So with the love card, this is definitely asking you to have this love and compassion for this vulnerable aspect of yourself. People talk about nurturing the inner child and fail to recognize that this inner child is also part of their vulnerable self, and that this vulnerable self needs just as much of attention as the child that wants to have fun and play. This is also indication that for some of you on the other side of this, provided you do not repeat this shadowy experience, that there is some love for you, lovebirds. There's some love for you on the other side of this into the later months of spring and perhaps summer here. So there are some things that will open up for you when you have released this energy, but it's like energy attracts like energy. This type of energy is only going to attract more of it. This Queen of Swords stinginess and carrying this shadowy experience with you, and then in turn having another round of that. Door to the Akashic records. So part of this awakening, you're having a spiritual kind of revelation, perhaps seeing beyond the veil of reality, getting glimpses of your past lives and where you may have been carrying this pattern that is creating these shadowy experiences for lifetimes. This, I feel like, is going to leave an indelible enough mark that you will, for most of you, switch gears here. And with the blank card, it's like after that happens, the story is open for you to write whatever you want. It's your story to write. Because it's like you've opened to a chapter of the book that has not been written yet. If you continue like this, it's like this next chapter has already been written by your past self. So, all right. Please give us 2 cards for what's on Virgo's soul path for April of 2023. The gate. So you're getting this window of opportunity to break this pattern. the Knight and the Scales. So like I said, with the Gate, there is this awakening to this window, this gate, this this eclipse, that there is going to be a window of time in which you can switch gears. And I feel like after that, this window is going to close. So I would say when you notice this window open, jump as soon, and this is a metaphorical window, of course. No one jump out a window, okay? This is, I'm speaking metaphorically. When you notice this opportunity emerge for you, jump on the opportunity. Take the opportunity. Take these insights from the Spirit and live your life by them. And we have the Knight here. So spending time to yourself, really contemplating your existence, who you are, what is reality, what is God, is really going to play an important role for you moving ahead. And this is also asking you to change your perspective of things. It's like in the night, when we first go out after being inside, all we notice is that the sky is very dark. But as our eyes adjust, then we begin to notice the stars in the sky until all we notice is the stars, and the darkness becomes the background. We're not noticing the darkness anymore. And this is this flip that the Spirit is kind of asking you to do. Flip and stay there for long enough for your perception to adjust. So the Spirit is kind of asking you to ride on faith initially, until your perception adjusts enough to where this is your reality. Scales. So definitely the Spirit is asking you to kind of weigh up what feels better, what feels lighter. This emotional vulnerability, wearing your emotions on your sleeve in this healthy kind of way, or having this kind of spiky, almost passive-aggressive kind of energy. What feels better? What feels lighter? What feels healing to you? Only you can answer that question, but please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Virgos with for what is on their soul path for April of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Virgos. All right, we have the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. And I have to say at the bottom, there's the Queen of Cups. So this is kind of, because it is on the bottom of the deck, this is kind of this energy that you don't see coming. And this, because this is an aspect of yourself. You don't see this emerging. But this is part of this awakening, this emotional, vulnerable aspect of yourself. And vulnerable in a healthy way, in a freeing kind of way. This is what you don't see coming. All right. So like I said, we have the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, the 9 of Pentacles, the Lover's card, and at the bottom we have the 3 of Swords here. So we have the 2 9s here. So 9 is the number of attainment. I feel like for most of you, you are attaining this powerful vulnerability, if I can say it that way, because that is what it feels like you have the potential to step into. Powerful vulnerability. It's kind of like that saying, real is royal. You're stepping into that royalty of your realness when you become this, when you embody this powerful vulnerability. In the past, this is challenging for you with the shadowy experiences from the past and this Nine of Wands, feeling that you are the wounded warrior. This is where this kind of spiky, direct energy, kind of this passive aggressive protective stance comes from, is that you definitely feel this wound of the past still. But you are persevering, and this is a test of faith for you. Like I said, you're going to have to rely on your faith in the matter. But it's like the saying says, you take one step towards the divine will take 1,000 towards you. So this is what the Spirit is asking of you. And again, there's going to be some hidden abilities that are going to emerge from this. This may also kind of shock you a little bit. I feel like that is a temporary energy. But you are receiving these spiritual insights. There's definitely something that is not revealed to you about this. And the cards are really not indicating either. There's a missing component here. And I was waiting for the Spirit to kind of reveal that here, and it is not yet. But there's definitely something else about this that is going to be revealed, provided you take this window of opportunity. So this is a good reveal that's coming your way, and it does have the nature of the Nine of Pentacles. So this, what you don't see coming is the level of luxury that is provided to you because you're embodying this powerful vulnerability. This seems counterintuitive, but this is how the universe works. This spiky energy is not, it's not going to get you what you want. And this type of energy might work for a time in certain situations, certain scenarios with certain people, but this really isn't serving you. Also having this level of powerful emotional vulnerability really has you also in this self-sufficient energy. You don't really need anybody else to make your dreams click. You don't need anybody else to fulfill you emotionally. And this is what happens when we begin to expand from our heart space instead of contract. See, this is very contracted energy. This is more expansive. And the Lovers. So for a lot of you, the Spirit has heard your call. You want love. I think most people do. But this is kind of what you have been asking for. And so the universe has been kind of waiting for you to switch gears in order to provide you with this, because it can't actually bring this in. That whatever this is destined. And if it's brought into this shadowy, kind of spiky, passive-aggressive energy, this is not going to last. So the Spirit is asking you to switch gears into this aspect of yourself, which is rich and powerful. And this energy is what is going to be able to sustain this. But again, the choice is yours. April is definitely a crossroads for you. And it is definitely mired in this emotional pain, this heartbreak of the past here. You're wanting to move forward very badly. But do know that this is this energy of this past person even, that is displaying through you as this spiky, passive-aggressive kind of energy. So do know that when you're acting like this, this isn't even you. This isn't your nature. This is this past person's patterns working within you. So that might help you check that a little bit quicker. Because there is this beginning waiting for you. but it is this self-imposed restriction here that is keeping you from this new beginning. Also, in this emotional vulnerability, there is power, and there's also innocence, which I feel like you're thirsty for a cup of innocence. I feel like, because that is actually what's going to allow you to move into this new energy with this free spirit. Also, the Spirit is, again, asking you to take this leap of faith, make this switch, even though it might feel like being vulnerable emotionally is unsafe. You don't have to tell anybody that you are embracing your emotional vulnerability. This is just for you to know. You don't have to advertise this. And it's actually embracing this new, these emotional depths that is giving you foresight into the future. And it's like in this old energy of the Queen of Swords, you're blindfolded. When you embrace this Queen of Cups type of energy you have within yourself, you begin to receive these messages in the spirit, foresight into the spirit. And this is also when you begin to expand forward, expand out, instead of contracting in. So you are trying to figure out a way to do this in a strategic manner. And this would seem very Virgo-esque. I understand why you are wanting to do this way. But do know that trying to be too strategic about this, trying to plan this out, you're actually cheating yourself out of this opportunity. Quite a message. Oh my gosh. Then we have the Justice card. So the law of the universe is attempting to rule in your favor. Is attempting to deliver this judgment in your favor. But if this guard is up, if these self-imposed restrictions are up, it can't actually give you the justice that you deserve. But provided you are able to release these things, you move forward with a lot of balance, a lot of equilibrium. And again, this judgment is being ruled in your favor. So the ball is in your court. It really is up to you at this point. So Virgos, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for April. I did not expect to give a reading like this, but it is what it is, and this is what the Spirit wanted to deliver. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. However you're taking this in, you are truly most appreciated. And Virgos, I catch you on the next go-round. Up hey.